the video and the sharpening stone are finally here. This is the 6 micron resin bonded diamond sharpening stone made in the UK. So this is the pre-production version, which I have labeled version 1. I'll have a list of what the versions mean on the website. The reason it's pre-production is I'm not happy with the finish on the backing. You can see the corner is wavy, the stone and the backing itself are flat, but it's just, you know, as it's been deburred, it's been done poorly, and so they're a bit wavy. But I actually quite like the aesthetic. It makes it look kind of industrial and a bit rugged. These are 70 by 200 millimeters long, 5 millimeters thick, minimum. This is 6.6, most of them are 6.5. They're oversized and then lapped to get any imperfections out. So we under-promise. We promise 5 mil and then we over-deliver, and we give you like 6 mil or 6.5 mil, 7 mil in some cases. So that's how that works. Why is it good freehand sharpening stone? Or why is it the best freehand sharpening stone? The tactile feedback on this is incredible. That's one of the things that was most important to me. How it feels and sounds when you have a bevel on the stone. You can feel exactly what is happening. It's like clicky. You can feel as soon as you start to lose your angle and roll to the shoulder, you can just, you know, immediately, you can feel exactly what the knife is doing on the stone. A lot of stones are either too slippery or mushy and you can't really tell what's going on, and that makes it harder to hold your angle. This won't hold your angle for you. It's not a fixed system. It's just a much nicer and easier experience to do that. So I've definitely nailed that. It's also, for a 6 micron stone, it also loads slowly. It leaves the finish you would expect from a 6 micron stone, which is very good. And it's pretty fast for a 6 micron stone as well. There's a ton of diamond in here. So I've made what I'm incredibly happy with. This is my favorite finishing stone. So this has been freshly dressed with a 600 grit Nagura, and I'm going to do a sharpening demo. It's orange because it's one of my prototypes. It's like before the pre-production models. This is a prototype. I'm using water. I like to use oil if the stone suffers from loading. This really doesn't, so I'm happy to use water. I'm going to just sharpen this Giotto I've got. I'll dull it first so that there's actually something to sharpen. I'm going to go without stropping, and I'm going to see if we can cut some paper towel afterwards. So we'll just make sure it doesn't cut now. Yeah, so that's dull. I'm not getting any cutting. I'm standing up here, and I've never sharpened standing up before, so this might go badly. I'm used to sitting down. Yeah, I've got this light reflecting in my eyes. It's difficult to see the angles. Luckily it's got really good tactile feedback, so I can kind of just feel. I'm just going to apex quickly. It's quite quick for a 6 micron, so it shouldn't really take too long, even though we just completely cut the apex off. I'm going to switch sides. Just going to refine a little bit before we deburr. That's just my, sorry, that's my watch vibrating on the table. Must be getting Discord messages or something. Okay, so I'm not going to strop, so I'm going to have to try and make sure I deburr quite well. I'm just going to use the lottery method, so rather than inspecting the apex, I'm just going to do alternating passes, just because I've got this light dazzling in my eyes and I can't really see like a targeted reflection, so I'm going to do quite a few passes, probably 5 each side, maybe a few more, because I'm not, as I said, I'm not going to strop, so I need to make sure I do a good job. OCD, I've got to do one more. I had a microfiber, I wanted to just wipe that edge off. Oh, there it is. Right, I didn't even check if I had apexed, I just assumed it was, based on having used this stone before. Right, let's see, will we get any cuts out of this now? This is where we tried to cut before. That is cutting very nicely, no stropping. Look how nice. The cut initiation, which is showing that it's got some aggression, and it's still propagating that cut really nicely. That's a very sharp edge. So we just re-apexed and deburred, no stropping, all on one stone, all very quickly. Now, I can't really see through the camera because the light's right on it, but through the camera this is looking very black. I'm just going to move the light away because I think it might be light balancing. Now that's weird, it looks very dark through the camera. It looks heavily loaded, but it isn't. You can see it's moving around through the camera. You can see how all the swarf is suspended in the water and it's not actually fully loaded on the stone. So yeah, I've done a lot of knives without redressing. I couldn't really say how many. Obviously it starts to dull without redressing. But I will actually just take you to the garage sink and just dress this now and show you how quick that is. Sorry, the sink is an absolute mess. Not only am I decorating, so this is like where I wash all my stuff with paint, but also there's silicon carbide in the sink where I've been lapping stuff as well. So I'm just gonna just scrub this first just to see kind of what it looks like. And I'm just going to dress it with the 91 Nagura, which I've been soaking. You just see kind of how quick this cleans up, how quickly the abrasive refreshes, and how quickly the swarf comes off. That's it, done. Seconds. It's ready to go.